The 2025 Florida Gators season on the line here late at the Chase Center in San Francisco. Welcome back to the Orange and Blue Sports Network and 95.3 GHQ. Ethan.eibe alongside Lance Williams, where the Texas Tech Red Raiders are in control late. 71-64, 3 minutes and 52 seconds to play as these two teams get back on the floor after the final media timeout. For Florida, what needs to change, Lance?
For Florida, they just need to start playing with some sort of energy. They're trying to get it back. I think that's the main thing that they're doing. They're doing a good job on the defensive end. These free throws are probably putting an end to a Texas Tech scoring drought, but Gators just keep playing good defensively, but also they've got to connect on the offensive end.
Anderson at the line. His first free throw is good. Back up to an 8-point lead for the Red Raiders, snapping a scoring drought of 2.5 minutes. Texas Tech has outscored Florida 35-24 in this second half. Second free throw good as well. 9-point lead for the Red Raiders, and their fans are on their feet. Walter Clayton Jr., right wing, dribbling into the paint, gives it off to Condon, back out to Clayton. Left wing, Anderson on him. Clayton gives it off to Howe. Back to Clayton, left wing. Moving into the paint once again, tries to put it up, and it rolls in. Finger rolls in for Walt. 73-66.
Walt wants it so badly right now. This is what happened against UConn. It was Clayton who stepped up, the first team All-American. We'll see if it can happen again.
See if these Gators can come back from the depths. Toppin moving to the right, guarded by Howe, spinning into the paint at the right post, surfs around and drains it. Nice job there by Toppin, using every bit of that 6'9" frame to get it down. 75-66, 3 minutes to play. Clayton Jr. back with it for Florida. He goes from way downtown, left wing, rattles out, Howe flips away the offensive board. Florida will get another chance. Clayton Jr. at the left corner, gives it back to Howe, all alone for three. Yes, sir! Badly needed by the Gators. Thomas Howe goes from deep, back to a 7-point lead.
Clayton, his three-point shot hasn't been there today, but he is just trying to get this offense going. And a huge offensive rebound from Thomas Howe off the three-point attempt. And Tommy also doing it from downtown.
I believe Grant McCaslin has called his final timeout of this game. It's 75-69, Red Raiders still lead. The Gators have been limping from the three-point arc throughout this contest. Just 6 of 21, but Thomas Howe has 3 of those 6. They have been just guarding Walter Clayton Jr. like menaces along the arc these last couple of minutes, giving him barely any looks.
Yeah, Clayton's getting drowned around the arc. He has had a tough go around. He's still got it done in other ways, most notably from the foul line with 11 of his 22 points coming there. The Gators, they've had Will Richard on the court for much of this game, but he's really been a non-factor. 4 points. Will Richard, good for 14 per game this season. He might have to step up.
Richard led the team with 15 points in the win over Maryland a couple of days ago in the Sweet 16. We'll see if the Gators have it in them here to make the comeback happen. The Red Raider fans who have made their way here from Lubbock have been standing for pretty much the majority of this second half at a right side of the stands, all red and black. The left side of the stands, a lot of sitting orange and blue fans right now. They haven't had a whole lot to stand for. With 2 minutes and 47 seconds to play in San Francisco, the Red Raiders lead the Gators 75-69. Darian Williams inbounding it for Texas Tech. Full court press for Florida. Finds Toppin. Now Williams again taking it up the court. And now I believe they've called a foul on Thomas Howe.
That's a bad foul for Thomas Howe. Why are you fouling in the backcourt?
When you're down.
There's no reason, and now we have Red Raiders shooting the 1-and-1.
Darian Williams once again goes to the line, leading the way with 21. JT Toppin's got 20. Chance McMillan making his return, he's got 12. Clayton leading the way with 22 for Florida. First shot from Williams is going to rattle off, and rebounded by Elijah Martin. Here come the Gators. 2.5 to play in San Fran. Gators down by 6. Clayton Jr. standing dribble at the logo, guarded by Hawkins. Moving left, now double teamed. Layton finds Richard, now to Houck, right wing. He goes from 3. Yes, sir! Shelby Houck, 4 triples today, and it's back to a 3-point deficit, 75-72.
Houck with 20, it's been his day.
Thomas Houck off the bench has provided the spark. He's defending Toppin here at the left wing, and now a foul called. It's gonna go against the Gators. It's called against Alex Condon, another foul late here in this ball game.
Yeah, just can't be doing this for Florida. These are just bad mistakes. This is a great foul shooting team in Texas Tech.
JT Toppin at the line. 0 for 4 from free throws today. Here it is. Off the back of the rim, it's Houck with a rebound. Here come the Gators once again. 2 minutes to play in San Francisco and a 3-point game. Clayton Jr. at the top, gives it to Houck. Left wing, back to Clayton. Moving to the right, now back to Houck. Pulls up, playing pepper with it with Clayton. Clayton left wing, guarded by Williams. He goes from 3, and he hits it for the tie. Walter Clayton Jr. The Gators are back from the dead. We're tied at 75. 1:37 to go.
What a shot.
Everybody on their feet at the Chase Center. McMillan at the right wing, dribbling left, guarded by Clayton. McMillan going along the logo here, and a timeout called by Texas Tech. The Florida Gators, down by 10 with 4 to play, have tied it at 75.
Wow. Walter Clayton, sheer will, getting it done. What a player.
And what a prayer answered by Florida. And now the fans in orange and blue that have made the 2,700-mile trip from Gainesville, Florida, they are now all standing.
.83 seconds left, Ethan. 83 seconds. And it's 0-0. Who is going to San Antonio?
We will find out very soon. As Grant McCaslin giving some final words to his Texas Tech team that have come so far this season, finishing second in the Big 12, 28-8 overall, coming from way behind against Arkansas in the Sweet 16 to win in overtime, get here to face Florida, giving the Gators a run for their money in San Francisco. But it's now a brand new ball game with 1:23 on the clock. 75 all. Texas Tech basketball. Hawkins to inbound from the near side. Gives it to Williams. Williams spinning into the paint. Hooks it around from the right post. It's in. Tech back ahead. 77-75. Walter Clayton Jr. cool as a cucumber up the court. Houck at the left wing. Gives it back to Clayton. Now looking for help. Clayton reverses beyond the arc. Pulls up from deep. And he connects! The Gators retake the lead. 78-77. Walter Clayton Jr. has arrived.
First team All-American.
1 point lead for Florida. 45 seconds to play. Williams, guarded by Condon. Fighting into the paint. Triple teamed here. Martin reaching in. Houck as well. And they call it a jump ball.
Texas Tech ball.
It is going to be Texas Tech ball on the possession arrow. Watkins to inbound, has Toppin, guarded by Condon. Toppin right in front of the basket, back out to Williams, all alone for 3, off the back of the rim, and it's picked up by Martin. 30 seconds to San Antonio. Here's Walter Clayton Jr. Gives it to Martin. In the backcourt still, foul! Williams fouled him. In the backcourt.
Williams, that was his shot, straight on. Very similar opportunity to that he had last game. But man, Gators, 12-2 run.
Unbelievable. Down 10 points with 4 minutes to play. The Florida Gators lead by 1, 21.9 seconds on the clock. That's all that separates the Gators from their 6th trip to the Final Four. Looks like the referee's still checking out something from the previous play. Elijah Martin was awarded the foul.
Yeah, they're going to look at this. I don't see why it's anything other than a common foul. For Texas Tech, they'll have Florida go to the bonus, shoot the 1-and-1. Martin, perhaps the biggest free throws of his career to come.
Condon, a guy who has struggled from the line at times. The Gators team has struggled from the line at times as well, but today they have been efficient. 19 of 21. After going 22 of 34 in the marginal victory over UConn, they've cleaned up that area of their game as well as the turnovers. Only 12 today at Texas Tech 6.
Listen to this arena right now, Ethan. Let's just let it breathe.
It is just a hush quiet.
16,000 in attendance, just all on 2 feet.
Not a soul in their seats.
One singular pink piece of confetti just came down from the rafters, Ethan.
He was pink, you said?
It's like pink or red.
We'll see if the Gators have something to say about that. 21.9 on the clock as the Raiders and the Gators get back on the court. Elijah Martin to the line. Condon, Houck, Clayton, Richard on the floor. They've added some time to the clock, 22.2 seconds. Gators on a 12-2 run over the last 2.5 minutes. Martin today 2 for 2 from the stripe. His first shot goes down. He had a 1-and-1 opportunity. He'll get his second. Gators up 79-77. A trip to San Antonio in the Final Four, hanging in the balance in San Francisco. Everyone ready to crash the glass. Martin second. Off the back of the board and down. 3-point lead for Florida, 80-77, 22.2 seconds on the clock. Will Richard takes a seat. Ruben Chinyelu back into the game.
Absolute nails by Martin. Ridiculous stuff. Fifth-year player looking for his second Final Four. He wants it.
Hawkins receives the inbound pass. 20 seconds to play. Dribbling right. All alone. Sneaks it back out to Williams. Left wing three. Off the back of the rim. And it's ripped down by Florida. Do they have it? I believe it is on a jump ball. Florida possession.
That's Gator ball. That's Gator ball.
Gator basketball with 11.5 to go. The Gators once down by 10.
They bring in Richard for the free throw shooting. Gators still just in the 1-and-1, so if they get fouled, they have to make it.
Clayton to inbound it from underneath the basket with 11 seconds to go. Houck receives it. Clayton now, and he is immediately fouled.
Great job there by Florida around the press, getting the ball to your best foul shooter, Clayton, even while he was inbounding Houck. Tremendous play.
Texas Tech immediately comes down with a foul, stopping the clock at 10.2.
And this is who you want at the line.
Walter Clayton Jr., who has been nearly automatic from the charity stripe. He's 11 of 12 from the line today. 80-77 Gators, looking to expand it with 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to San Antonio.
They're going to look at the clock, make sure they have the time right. It's 10.2 right now. Just icing the kicker a bit.
Todd Golden waves over his crew as they talk over what they want to see over these final possessions. There was an absolute droll going on the left side of this building. The fans who have showed up in orange and blue did not have a whole lot to cheer about for the majority of this game. Texas Tech kept it close in the first. Gators took a 40-37 lead into the half. Texas Tech led by 10 with 4 minutes to play. The Gators have come all the way back. They lead by 3, 80-77. Clayton Jr. now at the line. They put 0.4 of a second on the clock. The shot is good. On the 1-and-1, Clayton will get another opportunity. The Gators up now 4. 10.6 seconds. Second offering. Yes, sir. 6 points.
Foul shooting in this one have been almost perfect, Ethan. 23 for 25 for the Gators. That's why they're in here. And Walt, 13 for 14.
32-77. Gators lead it with 8 seconds to play. McMillan driving in towards the paint, puts this one up, and it sinks. 3-point game again with 4.5 to play here. Clayton Jr. inbounds it to Richard, who is immediately fouled, stopping the clock at 3.4. A small window of opportunity left for Grant McCaslin's group.
But that's huge, Ethan. That's the 10th team foul for Texas Tech, so Will just has to make one.
Richard, who has been a non-factor for most of this game, 4 points after leading the team with 15 against Maryland 2 days ago in the Sweet 16. Goes to the line here looking to put the icing on the cake. Connects. 83-79 Florida. Every Gator fan in the Chase Center roaring down as Walter Clayton Jr. hypes up the crowd. The Florida Gators on the doorstep of the Final Four. One more shot to come for Richard. It is good. 84-79. The Florida Gators will not be denied today in San Francisco.
Wow. Will Richard, huge free throws. The Gators can smell number 6.
Texas Tech throws it all the way in. Condon catches the pass, throws it up to Martin. The madness continues. The Florida Gators march to the Final Four. See you later, San Francisco. San Antonio, you are next. The final score from the Chase Center. Florida 84, Texas Tech 79.
The confetti late to fall, you might have thought, maybe they thought it was going to be red confetti. We saw the one red piece earlier. The Gators, they trail by 12 late in this one. Are you kidding me, Ethan? Walter Clayton, the man, 30.
From where? Out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. 2,700 miles away, a town nestled into the heart of north central Florida sings together in unison. For the 6th time in program history, the Florida Gators are on their way to the Final Four.